This is the 2025 Ram RHO. It's the younger, slightly less steroidal brother of the TRX. The RHO is supposed to be the sensible desert racer, lighter, leaner, more efficient. Anyway, today I'm going to test it and see if it's a worthy successor to the TRX. So first impressions of the 2025 Ram RHO is that it is absolutely enormous. So big, in fact, that at 19 feet 5 inches long, it won't fit in my garage. And of course, parking it at the grocery store is an exercise of courage and geometry. You get this huge air scoop on the hood, and then this grille looks like it's about to inhale passing hatchbacks. So all this is not just for show. The bulging wheel arches, the huge tires. It's not a car to show off down at your local meetup. This RHO is built for one reason: to cross the kind of terrain that would make a mountain goat ask for an Uber. So there is one small problem with the RHO, and it's missing something that its predecessor, the TRX, had. So get your Kleenex out, because there is no longer a gigantic V8 supercharged Hellcat engine under this hood. Instead, it is the high output twin turbo inline 6. So 540 horsepower and 521 foot-pounds of torque may not seem like a whole lot in comparison to the 702 that Hellcat engine had. The good news is it weighs less than that TRX, so it's actually more nimble and quicker over rocks, sand and mud than the TRX was. Speaking of acceleration, it is a little bit slower. 0 to 60 takes around 4.5 seconds, and you'll see maybe a 1 or 2 mpg improvement in the fuel economy. So it has 9 different drive modes, including auto. You got mud, rock, sand. Rock you have to go into 4 low to get into, and of course then the most important one of all is Baja mode, which is exactly what the TRX had, and that basically biases up to 75% of the torque to the rear wheels, which means it's a hell of a lot of fun when you get it into the dirt. So they made some changes to the suspension. It's got reshaped forged aluminum control arms, upper and lower, plus a longer trailing length in the back for the 5-link coil spring layout. So ground clearance is up to 11.8 inches, which is around 2 inches more than standard 1500 Rams. All right, so you get these 35-inch Goodyear Wranglers. They're 325 65s on these 18-inch rims. They are suspended by these Bilstein Black Hawk E2 adaptive dampers with 13 inches of travel at the front and 14 inches at the rear. So how much would you pay for this 2025 Ram RHO? Well, prices are somewhat cheaper than the TRX that it replaces. This one starts at $69,695, but it has some options. The level 1 convenience package will cost you a shade under $10,000, but it has a lot of stuff packaged in there. Head-up display, you've got a 19-speaker Harman Kardon system, you've got a surround view camera system, massaging front seats, heated front seats, cooled front seats, and heated outboard rear seats as well. Add all that up with destination, you got a price of around $84,420. The back, you get some hints that it's not your standard Ram 1500 RHO written here, and this decal right here. But other than that, it is pretty much what it says on the label. It's a pickup truck with tons of space for your trips to Home Depot. Oh, and this one also has a tonneau cover. Doesn't keep the dirt out, obviously. Now, one thing it does do better than the TRX is it will tow more, but let's be honest, this is an off-road toy, not a wheelbarrow. You're definitely not short of space in the back. It's got limo-like legroom, obviously plenty of headroom because it's very square on the top, a little bit of storage space for stuff, really nice quality. Get your own vents, you've got plenty of power, you've got 115 volt down there, and then you also get some additional storage right here. Put like an iPad on there, 2 decent cup holders, and then these seats are actually pretty comfortable as well. And these seats do lift up, and you've got some additional storage space here, and then also under here some more storage as well. It's quite a decently sized bin. So inside you get Ram's usual interior wizardry. You've got huge screens, you've got comfortable seats, and enough cup holders to hydrate a small army. And everything is really, really solidly made. So ahead of the driver you get a really nice digital configurable screen, and then a very large center stack, and then the passenger even gets their own display too. The problem with it is it's like super shiny, and so when you're driving along you can just see a reflection of your own head. I've always said that Uconnect has been one of my favorite. It's fast, there's no lag, you've got really, really nice graphics. Obviously it's got CarPlay, the navigation is pretty cool, you've got physical buttons as well for your temperature, your mode, fan speed, but you can also go into the comfort settings and activate your heated steering wheel, seats, etc. Down here you get the RHO drive modes. You've also got hill descent, you've got stop start, 4-wheel drive auto, axle lock, it's a rear axle lock, launch button, 4-wheel drive low and 4-wheel drive high. If you go into rock you have to shift to 4-wheel drive low, auto, snow, tow, sport, and then Baja mode. So you're definitely not short of power in this truck. You've got USBs galore and HDMI. Down here you've got 2 wireless chargers, 2 cup holders here. This one also comes with electric adjustment for the pedals. And then you get this plaque here with a Rhino RHO, designed by Stellantis, Auburn Hills, Michigan, USA. Engine, Hurricane high output, horsepower 540. Got the VIN number, it's got a twin Garrett GT 2050 turbo, and max boost is 28 PSI. Open this up, and you get a spot for an iPad. And below that, a ton of space. So the interior is pure Ram. Very, very nicely done as usual. They always do a really good job. Top-notch quality. But let's go see how this thing goes on-road and off-road. But actually off-road first to get on-road, a bit of on-road, and then we'll give it some trickier stuff and see how it copes. It is true though, the faster you go in Baja mode, the smoother it is. That's my excuse, officer, and I'm sticking to it. Because as soon as I slow down, I get these awful washboard ridges. Of course, in Baja mode, the traction control does turn itself off. It actually turns itself off in sport mode as well. Right, we'll get on some paved road here. See how this handles on the regular road. So let's see. So in sport mode, the changes are much quicker with this 8-speed transmission, and it's a good transmission. So yeah, on the regular road, it feels big. It is big. It wallows a little bit, but it's not bad. It's got a pretty good turn of speed on the straights. Decent sounding exhaust too. Makes some nice kind of burbly noises and fart noises when you really step on it. Right, making the transition from pavement onto dirt right here. Entering Baja mode. All right, off we go. Definitely feels that power is definitely being transferred to the back of the car. You got to be a little careful on this stuff. Too much power and it will kick the tail out. There it goes, a little bit. Woo! Definitely feels squirrely at the back, but we are creating a ton of dust. All right, so here we are on the off-road testing spot, and nice deep ruts, very sandy and quite steep. Let's see what the RAM RHO can do up here. Pretty sandy up this section. So far, it's okay. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. A little rockier here, huge dip on the left hand side. So what do we think? Well, the 2025 RAM RHO is not nearly as outrageous as the TRX that it replaces, mostly because of what's under the hood. But this car is smarter, and I think it's also faster and better off-road than the TRX. Yeah, it's huge. It drinks fuel like a Viking at a local bar, but point it to the wilderness and it stands for freedom and speed and lunacy on four wheels, and I think it's utterly brilliant. Once again, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time for another video. Out.